All right, folks. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and God bless. Happy February, Black History Month. It's February 6th at the warm up, and we are getting started this morning. Let me share. Let me share my screen on the warm up page, and then we'll get going from there. Give me 1 second. Folks, it is Thursday. That means we are getting better today. Physically, we are getting better today. And I'm also going to be inviting on a guest speaker this morning to just kick it with me and talk through what it looks like to win the morning. So just give me 1 second. Share this. Let me share. It's crazy how sometimes my there it is. I got the notification I was looking for. It's crazy how my my connection just goes in and out here, yo, which is so trash. Um, there she go. What's up, Kyle?
Hey, good morning. Good
What's
morning.
going on? Good morning. Let me make sure I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can't hear you that well. Can you speak up?
Can you? Yeah. How about now?
Okay, maybe it's just my phone. There it is. My phone just wasn't up loud. Let me hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, I can hear you just fine. What's up, cuz?
Nothing.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Ugh.
You made me think my lips was ashy. Hold on.
Don't mind me. I'm always licking my lips.
All right, y'all. Denita Hamilton in the building. What's up, Paulsboro? We are in the building.
Yeah,
It
Nita Strong.
is Nita Strong in the building, which is a perfect day to have Nita come on and talk with us, y'all, because we're talking about physical health and getting better physically. And before we dive into the warm up, Nita, which I'm sure you've seen this book, right?
Yes, I got one. Of course.
Nita got her own book.
Yes.
So before we dive into that, y'all, since it's Black History Month, and I have this list of Black inventions behind me, I'm gonna read off a couple of these, and then we'll dive into the topic of the day. So Black History Month. Let me see. Last time I did A's. This time I will do some of the B's. And did you all know? Did you all know that a Black man created the bicycle frame, which is perfect because today we're talking about physical health and being a healthy person. Anita, I don't know if you like cycling or biking or if that was part of your recovery,
Mm-hmm.
but I like biking because I don't have to run as much and have as much, uh, impact on my knees.
True.
Let me see.
I know that. That was cool.
Black man created.
Everything.
There's a funny one. The biscuit cutter. The biscuit cutter. Listen, breakfast everywhere, right? Those Black men of gratitude. Let me see what else we got. Big one. This is a big one, especially for my family, because we deal with sickle cell.
Mm.
Um, a Black man by the name of Charles Dew created the blood plasma bag. The blood
Wow.
plasma bag. So y'all know when y'all go into the hospital and they got that thing hanging up with all that liquid and stuff in there. A Black man did that. Um,
We are so smart.
That's some good ones on here. Y'all got to follow me throughout the month to hear them all. But it's some really good ones on there. Just check it out. Look up Black inventors, and so we'll build off the momentum. Mr. Mr. Larry. Oh, and I want to say his first name was Larry. Mr. L.R. Johnson. We'll build off of his momentum of creating a bicycle and talk about physical health and why it's so important. So, Nita, at the warm up, we have 5 pillars that we cover for health, really for growth, which is spiritual health, mental health, emotional health, physical health, and financial health,
Yeah.
right? So spiritual, mental, emotional, physical, and financial. Um, as we think about physical health, just tell us a little bit about yourself and why that particular thing is important to you, right? Like, why do you prioritize your physical health?
Well, physical health is important to me because before my accident, I was in the academy, so I was doing a lot of running, push-ups. I was in real good shape. So when I got in my accident, the doctor actually said because I was so healthy and my body was so healthy is what actually saved a lot of part of my legs. Even though I had all metal in my legs and I had to go through everything I went through, they were still like, my body was in good shape and it could have turned out different. So you don't even realize, what you're doing with your body and how much impact it actually has on you for those little things or big things. So I say like that happened like, for me in my life. And then after that accident, I had to get back into it because I wanted to learn to walk again.
Yeah,
So that part, that was mental, spiritual, it was all parts and financial because
right.
well insurance paid, but that was the whole 5 pillars, like what I mean, going through that. So that was a lot for me in my life at that time. But yeah, like back to say like the physical part is very important. And it's the reason why I'm walking today
Yeah.
because of the physical, because of my mental would help me to physically keep going. So
It, it's interesting, right? Like your physical was already in a good place, right?
right,
Which um because your body was physically there when you first had your car accident and you were injured, the mental, the spiritual, the emotional, the financial, all of the things around you that were probably immediately crashing, if your body wasn't where it was, that might have been the final straw, right? Like, oh, okay, well,
right.
because everything else at this time, I'm really out of it, right? I'm like, I really can't dig in like I need to spiritually, mentally, emotionally, financially. Like, I really have to rely on my body to get me through this first phase of recovery.
Mhm.
And so that's why that's amazing, right? It's just what they
Yeah,
say, if you stay prepared, you won't have to
you
get
can get
prepared,
prepared.
kind of thing,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So
And I
we
was
don't
prepared.
realize how much our body is fighting off disease, sickness, and preparing us for even that walk down the street and we twist our ankle, right? And you're like, oh, a less healthy you might have broke a bone,
Right,
right?
right, right,
And that's something that we both have in common as far as learning to walk again. Because I ruptured my
right.
Achilles when
I,
I was 26, complete rupture. And, I had surgery the very next day. Like it was like, oh, you're ruptured. Like next day surgery. And so for my recovery was only 8 months, but for 8 months I had to learn how to walk again. And this was before whatever Aaron Rodgers had, because he came right back. So he came right back. I didn't have that,
well,
right? And so
know what he has, the financial. So they got
and he had the financial, right?
yeah,
So that's amazing, right? You look at how the one can how the pillars support each other,
yeah.
right? So in being physically healthy,
Mhm.
even before your injury, what are some of the things that you would do to maintain your body? Um, and then what are some of the things even now that you may have picked up that you didn't do before that you do now because you might have to?
Mhm. Well, before I used to play basketball because I like basketball. So if it's just going outside, shooting around, or playing with family and friends, like I like playing basketball, so I'll do that. But I also, as I got older, used to like to run, like put on my headphones and just start jogging. They say I get that from my dad because my dad is like a workout machine, and he still is at his age. He gets up in the morning and works out every day, and I think that's why my dad is so healthy at his age. But that's what I would do before my accident. Now, after my accident, when I had therapy, they taught me a lot of different things to do before so I could start walking. And one thing that people didn't realize, and I would do was sit-ups, and because they said having a strong core actually
Strong
helps
core.
if you're walking. So I was always do like a lot of sit-ups, as well as work my legs out. And now recently I just signed up to play basketball, wheelchair basketball. So now I'm
Yeah,
getting myself active and back into something that I love, even though I can't do it at my best physical state, like standing and moving around. I have to be in a wheelchair, but I'm still going to be moving around and using my arms and stuff. So I
yeah.
think that's going to make me, help my mental again. Is put me back
That's
on track.
how you make sure you don't get that flabby part under here, right? But you keep
Yeah, I ain't
working
got
out
that
and you
though.
keep working out and play some basketball and do some arm stuff. I seen recently uh somewhere that said that leg strength,
Mhm.
leg strength is one of the biggest indicators of how long you're going to live.
What?
And it's also, dope that you were centering in on those core exercises, right?
Mhm.
Because our gut health, right? They call like the gut the second
Mhm.
brain, right? Like, so like our gut health and how we take care of our core is also so important.
Wow.
Um, Let me ask you about the big three that I always talk about on the warm up as it relates to physical health and how you manage these three. All right, so the big three is in the book: eat good, sleep good, and exercise.
Mhm.
So, what's up with your eating? You are pretty fit. What do you do? Um, how's your sleeping patterns? And we talked about exercise a little bit, but eating and sleeping, and how big was diet and rest as a part of your recovery and just in general?
Well, honestly, yeah, I was when I was recovering, I actually had lost a lot of weight and just laying there. So they would always have to they would try to feed me breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and also give me them inshores. And
Hmm.
I would have to drink them like throughout the day, like every day, inshores. Until I started moving to get my weight back. And now I don't have anything like healthy. I just eat whatever I want to
Just eat
eat when I want to
whatever
eat
you
it.
want.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. And everybody be like, "Oh, you look so good." I'm gonna be honest. I should do better, a lot better. But
Well, I mean, you got good skin. You feel good on the inside, so you still eating a lot of cheese and sugar and grease and shit like
yeah,
that.
the canned food, whatever my mom makes, I'm going to eat. So clearly, but she always says she makes a healthy, balanced meal. Like she got her meat and her protein and carb, whatever. She has the food set up. So whatever she
What
cooks,
about what about water? You drink a lot of water?
I drink water every day. I have a whole big, them little things that people carry around now. Just ice water all day, all day, all day, all
Yeah,
night.
yeah,
I drink.
yeah,
I'll have a soda like to sip, but nah, I know, but I do like, but I could just drink just water. It really, I could not do, I could do without soda. It
yeah.
really wouldn't matter if I had one or not.
I think, and listen, sometimes it is really about starting small, right? Like
Mhm.
when you're trying to get your diet in order, you're not going to cut out all the things that you love, right? But you can start somewhere, right? Like you can start with the soda's a great place to start, right? For those of you who are listening, we're talking about physical health today at the warm up, win the morning, win the day. Um, you notice when Nita was referencing Uncle Jeff, uh, that he works out in the morning, right? So just the morning is so important. But as we talk about the food stuff, diet and regulating and cutting out the grease, the sugar, and and what is it, the cheese. I think those are the biggies, and the salt. But I think a
But
great place to start is soda.
but honestly, like because my parents are getting older, they don't have a lot of different stuff in what.
Oh, your phone, hold on, your phone went out. I think you must have got a phone call. Your audio went out. Not back yet. Hold on, let me see. Say something. There you go. There you go. You're back now.
So what I was saying is my parents are getting older, so it's a lot of things that they cut back with, or when my mom cooks, she cut back with, so she doesn't use a lot of salt, or cheese or whatever. Like it's different things that she uses now, and because of Danielle's kids, like say if they come over and they can only have certain things, she cooks to for us for it's better, it's different, and it's
Yeah,
better.
she gonna meet y'all where
Yeah,
y'all at and whatever your dietary goals
right.
are. So I mean, so it's I just wanted to emphasize that part, right? Like it's so important for us to eat good, um, and start somewhere, right? Cause she says she's cut out the soda, so but she still do her cheese and sugar and stuff like that. But maybe later this year she's like, you know what, I'm gonna do less grease.
Right.
It's so we just keep trying, right? We're not gonna get it all right at one time. Um, so you're still exercising.
Hmm.
You're getting part of the diet stuff in order. What about sleep? How much? I only need 5 hours of sleep. I'll be honest. Like I really
Right.
only need 5 hours of sleep. Some people need more, and the doctors. Now my phone ringing. Some people need more, and the doctors will recommend more.
Hmm.
Um, but I personally only need 5 hours of sleep.
Yeah, me
But what I
too.
try to do is I get my 5 hours of sleep in a chunk as
Right.
well. Like I'm straight from 12 to 5 a.m. or
Yep.
11, whatever, to 4 or 5 a.m. Like I'm getting my chunk in at one time. What about you? How is sleep help you? What is your pattern like?
Actually, I have a really not so good pattern as of like lately because I just be always in my mind, always thinking a lot. But when I don't, I probably can go to sleep at like 11 or 12, and then I'm up like 6:30. My body, I'm not up moving around, but my body will be up at 6:30, and then I go along with my day. So probably like 5, 6 hours. The
And
chunk probably.
you sleeping through the whole
Hmm.
night? Are you waking up? Yeah, that's good. That's good that you're sleeping through the night. It's people don't realize how much our bodies are healing and recovering while we
Good
are asleep.
sleep time. Yes.
Like
Yes.
you're getting back to the place you want to be while
Yes.
you're asleep,
Yes.
right? And then so many of us don't realize why our other pillars are impacted. Our spiritual health, our mental health, our emotional health.
Really.
We don't realize how much those things are impacted by sleep deprivation and
Yep.
fatigue.
Yep.
Um, you can't show up as your best self mentally and emotionally if you're exhausted.
Right. Your brain's not working right. It's all everywhere. You can't. That's a proven fact. So yeah,
So
they need sleep. Sleep is important.
it, it's the big three. So when it comes to physical health, those are the big three: eat good, sleep good, exercise. Any other big ones that you could think of that we should keep in mind?
Eat, sleep, and exercise. I think that those are, yeah, the big three. I also, I do. We probably gonna get to it, but like I do affirmations and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just to talk to myself. That sounds bad. Not talk to myself, but
Nah,
no,
talk
talk
to
to myself.
yourself.
Right? You know what I mean? Pump myself up. Nah, I talk
Yeah,
to myself. Pump
yeah,
myself
hell yeah.
up. Let myself know like you can do it. Like blah blah blah. Like yeah, I do. I do. I say
Not enough of us have positive
right.
self-talk. And so I'm glad you mentioned the affirmations because I was going to mention the affirmations. But in the book, we talk about one of the things we lead with in the morning are affirmations and positive self-talk. And I'm gonna read a couple affirmations, and Danita, if you have any affirmations that you want to point to, um, what we encourage you all to do with the
Yes.
affirmations is to keep them with you throughout the day,
Hmm.
so that they serve like a mantra, right? Like a mantra, something that just replays in your head on a cycle. Like you ever hear a song and now that song stuck in your head. So we want those positive affirmations to stick in your head. So I'll read it too. I'll read a few. A few in the book. One says, I am calm and at peace. I am calm and at peace. And all of these relate to our physical being. This next one says, I radiate good health. You ever see somebody and you're like, oh my God, they look like they're just glowing. You're like, well, why do you look so healthy? Why do you look so good? And it's they are radiating good health. That's what I want from my
Right.
life, right? When people see me, they want, oh my God, Dennis, tell me your
Right.
secrets, right? That's what I want. And last but not least, I appreciate and love my body. I appreciate and love my body.
I
Um,
like.
and I want to talk more about that last one, but
I like.
Nita, any affirmations?
That I do, yes. I look myself in the mirror and I say I believe, and I got that from Deion Sanders. I had watched his prime time thing or whatever a couple weeks ago, and he was talking to his players, and he would say I believe, and they would say it back, and he was like, don't say it if you don't mean it. Like it's nothing but words. If you know if there's nothing behind it. And I was like, you know what? I like that. Like I
Yeah,
like that. So I started telling myself, like I believe I'm going to be, I believe I am a great motivational speaker. Not going to be, I believe I am this. I believe I am that. Like, I believe. So I felt it right down in my bones when I just said it.
yeah,
It's like, when I say it, I mean it. I feel it. So that's what's been, that's what's been pushing me the last couple weeks, to be honest,
yeah,
with my mental. Um, and I also say things like I am deserving. Um, I am rich and famous. I am beautiful.
right,
I am smart.
right.
I am deserving of love. I do tell myself that. I have those affirmations that I tell myself that in the morning, but the one I use the most is that I believe. Like that's my beginning and end.
I like
Yeah.
that one, man. I believe, I
Yeah.
believe, I believe. And because, that one is like, belief is like a faith-based concept, right? Believing that you're going to get to a place, maybe you can't even see that place just yet, but this is the direction I'm going, and I believe I'm going in the right direction.
Right.
And so that's
I
dope.
keep
I
doing
love
it.
that affirmation for
And you're doing
yourself.
it when you start saying stuff. You're going to make yourself not make yourself believe it, but you're going to believe it because you keep hearing it. That's like somebody keeps telling you you're ugly, you're ugly, you're ugly. You're going to start believing
And
that
get
because that's what you
away
keep
from
hearing.
that person.
Yeah, nobody's ever told me that, but I mean to my face anyway. But when people the affirmation thing is like when you start saying these things over and over, you say them and should start to believe them.
Yep.
That's
That's how they work.
yeah,
I wouldn't even encourage people to dive into affirmations if I didn't know that they worked. That's exactly how they work. As we the one thing I want to say, I want to get back to one affirmation that I think a lot of people need to like let sit with them. I appreciate and love my body.
mm,
Now,
mm,
when we appreciate or love something, let's say we got a brand new car, right? How do we treat that thing?
good.
We treat it good,
Yeah,
right?
delicate, real. You don't want nothing to happen to it because you love it.
Yep. Wheels is shining.
Right,
The car is washed. Smell good on the inside.
right. Vacuumed out, clean.
Vacuumed out, right? And so we can get a brand new thing, a car, a house.
Hmm.
Um, you better not, you know, put those feet on my carpet. We got this physical possession, this thing, um, and we appreciate and love that thing with the utmost, so much so that we will have at it with another person if they don't appreciate and love the thing that the way that you love it.
Right.
I have a aunt, and she has a room in her house. We can't even sit in that room, right? It's the don't
That's the
just look
don't.
at it. Just appreciate it from afar. Look at it. Don't touch it. Um, when you love and appreciate something, that's how you treat it, right? With a tender love, with gloves. Like you don't want nothing to go wrong with it. That's how we should treat our bodies.
Correct.
That's
Yeah.
how we should treat our bodies. And I want to get to a place where I can put it all together, right? But we're all a work in progress. All right, folks, I'm about to let y'all go. Um, some benefits, some benefits to prioritizing your physical health. Um, it will improve your brain health. It will help you manage your weight.
Mhm.
It will help reduce risk of disease. It will strengthen your bones and your muscles. And in the Black community, it will lower your blood pressure and increase your heart health, right? So just prioritizing your physical health, folks, is going to have some immediate impacts. Before we go, I got a couple tips. I'm going to ask Danita for a couple tips, and then I'm going to leave y'all with a quote, and then we're out of here. All right. So a couple tips for physical health.
Mhm.
One, I'm going to say try to start develop a healthy daily routine.
Mhm.
A healthy daily routine. Two, I'm going to say soak up the sun, get outside,
Yeah.
walk around, get some nature in your life. And three, my last one is wash your hands. Um,
That is
if you're
important.
around young people, if you're around kids, there's some Jeremy buggers, man. And then just in general, when you're out in the world, like people, you know,
Yeah.
people they don't be right. So just wash your hands. And so those are my 3 tips for the week.
Right.
Healthy daily routine, soak up some sun, get outside, and make sure you continue to wash your hands.
Yeah.
Any tips, Nita, physical health?
Um, eat good. Try to eat good. Watch what you eat. Um, I like I said, I like to work out in different. I can't work out how I used to, but the things that I can do, I try to do. So work out, and That's it. That's
That's
it.
it.
Pretty much. Eat good and work out the best that you can.
So, all right, y'all heard it here first. Danita and Dennis telling y'all, eat good, work out, wash your damn hands. A couple quotes. Um, listen, y'all. Healthy isn't a goal. It's a lot. It's a way of living.
I like
Healthy isn't a goal. It's a way of living, and we are changing our lifestyles. Last but not least,
I
be
like that.
stronger than your excuses. Be stronger than
Mm,
your excuses,
mm,
because at the end of the day, your best accountability partner is you, right?
yes. I
So
like
be
that.
stronger than your excuses. We're going to be Nita strong. We're getting better every day.
Yes.
Love yourself, love your neighbors. Share this video. Make sure you get a hat. I have a win the morning, win the day hat. Look at that. Nita got hers. Win the morning, win the day. Make sure you get yourself some Nita strong gear and swag. We'll figure out. We'll post her stuff. She's going to be doing a couple shows with me. And make sure y'all get a copy of the book.
Make
All
sure you
right.
get yours.
Yep. Love
Yep.
y'all. Peace
Peace,
and God
love.
bless.
Thank you.
Thank you, cuz.